Blimey.
What you got there? Is that more gear?
Oh, not more gear.
Really? More gear? Show me.
Blimey.
I want one of those.
You're having a laugh. In one gear and at the other. Cycle of gas.
Hello. Welcome to Cycle of Gas. My name's Matt. So what are we talking about this week? Well, I went on last week, which was about, I don't know, in Pedalscape's years, 10 minutes ago, about selling gear and gas and everything else. So why change the record? If it ain't broken, don't fix it. YouTuber cliches, that wasn't one, will be soon. You know how it goes. Keep on going, blah, 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 etc., etc., etc. Don't say, you know, to is human, to forgive is down to the editor cutting all the out, isn't it? You know what I mean? Blah, 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 YouTuber cliche, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, so as well as guitars going up on the Verb, I've been looking at thinning the herd pedals wise, so looking at things I don't play very much. So I focused on OBNE a little bit. I love my OBNE pedals. I'm not getting rid of the reverse or definitely not getting rid of the signal blender stereo or the dark light, etc. Loads of things I'm keeping the minim. But I've got two sunlights. I don't need two sunlights. I don't use one. So one of those is up. And also, talking of gas and something in, something out, when I spoke about, I swapped the PRS semi-hollow. I spoke about this a couple of weeks ago. The PRS semi-hollow I swapped for a Fender 2009 Fender Telecaster Deluxe. Well, the shop that I did that in, I'd been asking him to look out for a P bass for me, and I did the P bass on Pedalscape, so I'll try and link it up there somewhere. And I wanted a P bass with string through the body. So I went into the shop one day thinking, you know, he hasn't come back to me with anything, and I said, you ain't got any P basses with string through body? He said, yeah, there's one over there. I said, I did ask you to let me know. He said, well, I forgot. Anyway, I went in and I played it, and some chap came in while I was playing it, and we started chatting like you do. And of course, I ended up buying the bass. He gave me a good deal on it. It's a shame the shop's not there anymore, because he had some good gear and very knowledgeable. It was called Guitar Classics in Battersea in SW11 in London. The guy packed up, which is a shame. Anyway, this other chap walked in, and he walked up to Graham, the guy who ran the shop, and he just said, oh, I've got a pedal. Do you buy second-hand pedals? And the guy said, no, maybe ask him, pointing at me. And I said, what you got? And he had the OBNE MondeGreen. Sorry, I just had to read the name of the pedal because it's on the board there. I just realised that I bought this a couple of years ago when I bought the bass, and the guy gave me a deal. You know, I gave him cash for it. Really nice fellow. And he didn't have the box, but he said, oh, I've got the box at home. He's in London, but the box was at his family home. And he said, oh, I'm out there this weekend. I'll bring it back to you next week. And we met up in, nearby in Battersea. And lo and behold, he gave me the box with all the the case candy, so the badge, the stickers, the manual. So yeah, great little deal on the MondeGreen. I mean, and do you know what? I think I plugged it in once. I never really gave it a chance. So it's on the board today for Pedalscapes, and with a view to, if I like it, obviously it's going to be one of those OBNE keepers. But if I like it and I think, is it going to gather dust, then it might go up. But I've got lots of other considerations that are gathering dust But just because they're gathering dust now doesn't mean they're not going to stay, you know. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to give it a go. So what is it? It's a delay with some ambient settings. So it's got, I think, one is called stutter, which is like tremolo on the trails. One is whirl, which is like a vibrato on the trails, like, and the other one is called shear, which is very OBNE-ish, you know. It's sort of some octave effects, and it sounds lovely on ambient stuff. So I'm looking forward to getting into that and giving it a bit of details. So YouTuber cliches, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to hand you over to the Pedalscape studio, to Matt over there for the signal chain and sound check. Go away, Matt. I mean, take it away, Matt. Woo. We're going to go to the sound check. So we're welcome on board Cycle of Gas. So the sound check and the signal chain will be there in a shorter form video without the jam. And over here on Pedalscapes, you'll get the lot. Sound check, the jam, the signal chain, blah, 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 YouTuber cliches. So here we go. Right. Signal chain. It's the AS72 from Artist Guitars. Jolly nice thing it is too. Into... woohoo, what we got today? We've got the Keeley Malice, the Brothers AMs, the Brothers AM, the Analog Man collab with Chase Bliss on a variant of the King of Tone flavoured pedal. Into the MondeGreen. So I'm putting MondeGreen in front of the amp, which I did last time. It's a nice thing. It's a mono delay. I mean, I could have put it in front of Halo, but I want to have that whole dry, I know it's wet, I'm doing wet, dry, wet, so I want that whole dry signal to have the MondeGreen unaffected by what's further down the chain, which will be, MondeGreen, blah, blah, blah. Right, MondeGreen goes into the amp. So, guitar, Manis Brothers MondeGreen, Laney Cub 12R, lovely. Through the valvy goodness, the velvety valvy goodness of the Cub 12R. So we've got the valve preamp and power amp out through the speaker out into the two notes Captor 8, which has the cab sim. It has the cab sim on it. So the cab sim comes out through the DI, which is going into a compressor into record. Right? You with me so far? And then there's another output from the Captor 8, which is not, it's sans cab sim. It's without cab sim. It's a line out that's going into the Halo, and then the Halo in mono, that coming out of the Halo in stereo. So we're mono to stereo in the Halo into the clean of the Old Blood Signal Blender stereo. In loop A, we have the Cloudburst in stereo. In loop B, we have the Hydra in stereo. Cool. Blimey. Okay, so let's get some tones going. So we've got, what have we got? Good question. So that is the neck pickup of the AS72 clean. The bridge humbucker clean. Now let's give them a little bit of juice. So we're going to have the Manis in stop mode, low gain for the time being. And we're going to have the Brothers on the green side, lowish gain. Back to the clean. Now, MondeGreen with a clean, just in the shear mode. Okay, that's off. Now, halo in the straight halo mode. Too much fun. Cloudburst. We'll go about halfway on the decay. Oh, it's gorgeous. And I think we'll go straight to the lower setting on the magic ingredient X of Cloudburst. Turn the mix up a bit. That can be all mixed, can't it? Lovely. Towels are on. Now the Hydra. Let's get it about similar. Again, we'll have it all mix. And we're going to go with full depth, minimum rate on the sine wave to give us that lovely stereo goodness. So a bit of side to side wobble there. And then on the On the Reverb, we've got the plate with the gorgeous shimmer. Bit special. Give it a bit more. I keep wanting to go into minor key. I'm trying to stay on a sort of major blues kick today, but you know, I keep wanting to turn it minor. Let's keep it major. Wow, it's bluesy. A little bit less on the dwell. Well, there you go. That's the pedals sound checked. So I'm going to keep the Hydra out of the loop for the moment. And I'm going to keep the cloudburst in. And I'm just going to start mucking around with MondeGreen. Okay, I don't know why I've gone north of the Watford Gap with my accent, but there you go. It is what it is. Okay. So I've turned off the special sauce. Everything 12 o'clock with the stutter. Turn the juice up a bit. You hear that chop? Very, very nice. Okay, I'm going to keep those settings and just try the whirl or the swirl of the whirl. Okay. Comes on strong. Nice. I'm going to keep those settings and try the shear for some octavey stuff. I love that. Okay, so I think that's the sound check done. So we're going to say goodbye, Cycle of Gassers. I'll hand you back to Matt in the Cycle of Gas studio. Woo! And Pedalscapers, let's go. And it's back to the Cycle of Gas studio to Matt. Thanks, Matt, over at Pedalscapes. That's okay, Matt. Okay. Okay? I don't know. Bloody hell. So, well, that was good fun, wasn't it? Is it a keeper or isn't it? Let us know in the comments what you think. Would you keep it? Would you put it up on Reverb? You know, is there enough room for a little pedal in the collection that might be used occasionally? You know, that'd be nice on a live board, wouldn't it? You know, to get some ambient going on a simple small amp live setup. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe and comment. YouTube cliches. Do you have MondeGreen? How are you getting on with it? Did you sell it on Reverb? Blah, blah, blah. Join me over on Patreon at patreon.com/pedalscapes and come back, watch another video. Hope to see you again. Cheers. Bye-bye. 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 Bye. What you got there? Is that more gear?
Oh, not more gear.
Really? More gear? Show me. I want one of those.
We're having a laugh. In one gear and at the other. Cycle of gas.